Hello gamers, and welcome to Third Person. Have you ever wondered what sort of hard skills you have developed as gamers that you could use in real life? Well, we've got that for you. Here's a list of those that you shouldn't try in real life.
Don't tell me you haven't spent time in GTA 5 trying to get away from the cops, driving like a maniac. Don't tell me if you're in your late 30s that you didn't love 1998's original Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit when the police in a V8 Corvette were chasing you. Now don't tell me that you think anything like that will ever happen.
I already told you. I didn't realise that the officers were trying to tell me about my rear lights not working. I panicked, I thought I did something wrong. So I started driving fast, I took a left turn, I hit the roadwork sign, which then landed on the pet shop's front door and smashed it, which I'm a regular.
The closest you can get is if you're starving after a long day at work, you've ordered your favorite curry and you're still driving back home when suddenly you receive a notification on your phone that your order will be at your door in the next 5 minutes. That's when you'll have to cut corners, use the dodgy alley roads and try to get there in the next 4 minutes. Okay, maybe also if your bladder is full and you desperately need the loo. I'll give you that.
Nice.
No police, no car crashes, no jumping over bridges, nothing like you've used in a video game. No one will ever drag you into a city road racing chase, so keep driving responsibly in the real world, and who knows, you might find Los Santos on the map.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill!
What just happened?
Another one of Bill's stupid traps!
The most frustrating thing in games is when you fall into a trap, because it's not like a fair fight where you lose and you can give the credit to your opponent or level up and come back.
Step 1. Strap yourself in.
Okay. All strapped in.
It's out of nowhere and there's nothing you can do until you decide to become a master of traps. Animal traps in the woods, magic traps in dungeons, booby traps on a battlefield, literally any traps.
Step 2. Locate the ejector seat handle.
Yes, found it.
You notice instantly when a place would be perfect for a trap, so you can detect the traps and then you learn how to disarm them. Sometimes you even learn the skill to set them yourself as a nice surprise to wild beasts or other players. In video games. Only. Well, real life sucks, right? I mean, there is a chance you could use these skills. We'll let you know when the casting of the new Home Alone opens.
Step 3. Pull the ejector seat handle.
Right. Here it goes. Pull.
Let's make things clear first. If you're an archery athlete, this is not for you. Mainly because you already know how to use a bow or because you've been trained properly. Now for the rest of us, it doesn't matter if we can do headshots on Skyrim using a bow. Also, the fact that you have all the platinums on Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't mean you know how to use a real bow. To be honest, there are more chances of you hurting yourself if you try it, rather than firing an arrow. Throwing axes, knives and any sort of blades also appears to be very simple and very effective in games. Have you tried to do anything similar for real? I don't expect anyone to have throwing axes or tomahawks to give it a go, but even knives, apart from the practical part which is executing a throw correctly in order for that knife to land with the blade on the target, aiming right is even harder. And now think that in real life threatening situations, your target will also probably move. Friendly advice, stick with darts at your local pub. Yeah, about this one. What are the chances of you ending up on a hostile planet? Let me help you. That could happen if you're part of a space crew that has crashed on a mysterious planet, or a space marine on a mission to explore the universe. I think you know where this is going. I'm sure you would know how to use your state-of-the-art space equipment, avoid the giant plants as they're usually not very friendly, and pick the right spot to start building a colony. Also, everyone knows what materials you'd have to gather from an unknown mysterious planet, right? I could keep going with that, but the bottom line is that this is one of the major reasons we're playing video games. So we can do all the things that never happen in reality. Same as the post-apocalyptic scenarios. Then you think about COVID, who would have thought about the whole humanity being locked and wearing masks? Okay, I think I'm done here. I get it. You like crafting in games. You like searching for materials to create your own magical items, weapons and gear, or all kinds of medicines and potions. Even if there are better items available to buy in a town shop, or a blacksmith that could sell you an awesome weapon that, by the way, a professional has created, it's his job and the reason the developers put him on the game, you still prefer to do it yourself. Fine.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
I hope you realise though that in real life you don't search for materials in the woods and the rivers to craft something unless you belong to an isolated tribe in a jungle, which is pretty impossible if you're watching this video now. Another thing to consider if you still believe that crafting is something you could do in real life is that life doesn't have a menu showing you what materials you need for each of your crafts, and when I say life, I don't mean Google. Google is larger than life anyway.
Okay, I think I've got everything I need. I've got the spider legs, pepper, a redstone and lavender. Let's see now. Okay Mia, how do I make a blood stopping powder?
The closest pharmacy on your area is in 0.7 miles.
Proceed and the chances of you poisoning someone or ending up with a pile of useless stuff in your set are high. The crazy amounts the dump sites are charging these days should also make you think twice.